A huge welcome to you all to the final quarter. I hope you've had fun and continue to have it. Just a reminder that if you love what you're watching, I do it all alone, and any help and support over on my Patreon means I get to keep making these. So check it out at the top of the description or visit www.patreon.com/TheHonestGamer for more. I love how they clearly mixed his voice with the sound of a beast and did so really well.
元は恨みも何もない。
Garth's still sadly having to deal with these issues in the middle of such an important fight, but the win is actually for her appearing in the anime in pretty much any regard. Half the win is me understanding how he's so covered in blood since the big blue guy is clearly mowing them down with no care that they're his allies. The other half is knowing that the mental thing lasted half a second before he reacted. So cool using music from season 1 here. I need help in getting over how friggin' strong the blue guy is, man. Getting the same scene as before, but this time with an added rotating shot for good measure. It's genuinely the height of awesome to see the baddies getting some hard times for a change.
どうも結構な力があるミーティアって話なんだが。待ってください。
Two singles, one, hearing about this new mystery meteor that our side has yet to use. But also I understood the issue myself, as the creatures could be heard and then they slowly stopped making noise as they spoke. Oh my god, the legit horror I felt as this poor creature tried to escape its death only to be dragged back in and no doubt eaten. Half the win is hearing the name Old Man Rom again. I always praise the dude in every anime I hear him in. The other half is for the extra bit of mystery sauce that even Reinhard would be hurt by it. I actually never heard it till just now, but Jen from Dr. Stone. There's me thinking, such an easy target from season 1 would be instantly taken out by someone so strong, and then he pulls this. And him pulling this out of nowhere. Really nice touch to show the scale of the fight and what she's doing via the shadows as our boy lands a big old hit on her.
ごめんなさい。気持ちは嬉しいけど、お互いのことをまだよく知らないし、それに友達に噂とかされたら恥ずかしいからお断りするわ。
To avoid showing too much, she said, you know, take off your helmet, take me to bed and so on, and he replies with this, which to me felt like such a Subaru type moment.
声はどうです？
胸くそ悪いことしやがる。どこで姫さんを見かけてやがった？
At least she went and transformed into something good looking for a change.
顔と体と声と仕草と全部。
Those bricks in the wall though.
てめえの好みど真ん中のはずだろうが！
Genuinely impressive voice acting there.
やっぱりお前気持ち悪いから嫌いだわ。息が目にしみる。この浮気性の腐れクソ猫か！
Giving the video its first max wins here, unless you're watching a future compilation video of course, for excellent animation on the attacks, but also Al being the king of trolling next to Subaru. I don't even know who or what Donna is right now, but take a win for that save regardless.
汚ねえ花火になりやがれ、エルドーナ！
And that can take Max as well, because you think he's gonna run away or make some distance between them. But in fact, he doubled back to denogane her sweet, sweet pod and then exploded it as such.
ここまでやんなくてもいいでしょうに。
いくらなんでも反則だろう。
Damn, then pretty much any part of her left intact can regrow entirely.
これは本格的にしつけてやらねえとならねえみてえじゃねえですか。
You know, I might not have winged her voice actress. Oh well, it's Asoy from My Hero Academia, which you can really hear right now, and also of course Lucy in Cyberpunk Edge Runners and Mao Mao in Apothecary Diaries, and so much more. It is crazy that he seemingly just watched over Garth while he was out of it, meaning he keeps that sense of honour, maybe that he had in his true life. A scene where we not only learn a heck of a lot about the eight-armed man, his past and his rise to fame in his country, but also about the country he was born in itself, and even a little about the wider world too. Some great use of sound effects there, as his punch on Garth and the subsequent cut to his chest from Garth both sounded sick. Those static animation damage effects looking clean, boy! Genuinely impressive that they didn't use any CGI in this sequence. Okay, it's legit crazy how this is affecting him all the time now. It's almost not like it's a mental thing. I mean, I could be wrong, and this is just the unique way it's manifesting, but it's weird now. By the way, another great use of an older song from Season 1, filled with confusion and weirdness.
愛しているわ。ガーフィール・ティンゼル。
This is so damn weird, bruh. I'm so confused. I can't help but think that he protected the people in here by stopping the rising of the water. Either that or maybe he's making it a better place to do battle in here, but I'm not sure. Ah, at first I thought he was just being odd, but no, he's trying to do a crowd chant, bless his heart. That moment as he fully presents all of his weapons, having deemed Garth worthy of fighting at full force, is crazy good. I'm so happy to see his confidence in himself fully returning to its heights, and it was well managed, really, through the entire third season. You gotta love when they include rotating shots like that into it. They've done that a lot this time. And another one for completely fresh attacks done sideways on. I watched it back and couldn't see anything repeated. Whoever's idea it was to start that attack under the water deserves a raise. Then the super up-close shots of his blade swinging by was incredible. All of this animation greatness filled to the brim with tons of frames earned the moment a very easy max. All of this talk over the course of this season about rotating shots, and then they pack that many into this shot? Man, oh man, this really hit me with vibes of Ping Pong the animation, with it going really wild and wacky with the animation styling, with so many varied angles and shots being used. It's Max again for that. Honest to God, god, there's so many frames packed into this gorgeous looking sequence as Garth kicks out some wild concrete looking attack suddenly that it's got to get Max yet again. So now back to back. Oh my word, such a nice touch to show the internal damage being caused to him due to the attacks. Really takes the old nerves to another level for me. The animation switching up styles there as the inner tiger comes poking out for a moment was beautiful, easily scoring another max. Bruh, I've seen some art style changes. I ain't ever seen it go like that before. Holy shit.
Migoto.
Believe it or not, there's 4 wins here to end the video. A max and then 2 singles. The max is because it's over. Garth won. It was the shock of him falling to pieces and him saying good job. Wow. Then, as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, hell yeah, that's Kiro Kazuma from the Yakuza games. And lastly, it made for a hell of an ending, which scored another one as well. I'm glad he said this, because he's absolutely right. He was definitely honourable to the end, really. And now that his battle is over, we swing back around to Wilhelm's, one I've been looking forward to now for ages.
Theresia, お前は美しい。だからお前はここにいてはならない。
His words hurt my soul, man. All this time later, his relationship with her still gets me. And then that final end to the episode also gets one. So basically 2 ending wins.
見ない顔だな。女が朝っぱらからこんなとこで何してやがんだよ。
There is little doubt that this will get me, at the very least, emotional. An episode focused on them and their past, and I'm so over the damn moon to see more of it too. In all the darkness, all the horrors, it's important to remember how much beauty this world also contains. That is so good. She famously said that in a flashback, which happened around the White Whale being taken down. Such a brutal and well done contrast between the prior scene and then returning the same 2 people to the present. Already I can praise this sequence for being unique. It's not repeated swings, easy on animation, it's wide angles and leaping shots and then suddenly an up close cross of the blades and so on.
あの時の言葉を私は一言一句忘れていない。
戻ってきたら
Seeing how different she looked when she was older, learning that they crossed blades in his effort to stop her from leaving, and the mystery element left hanging in the air. Hot damn, when I mentioned in the 3rd quarter video about the animators loving giving Wilhelm rotating shots, I never expected them to take it to this extreme in his battle. Take an easy Max for his impressive voice acting so many years after first playing the role, and again for the insane animation on display right there with it going all Matrixy. Oh, what an amazing out of nowhere bloody plot twist! Fuck! Her wasting no time and then performing that attack on him! Man, I'm worried now!
Theresia?
Knowing how much of a knob he's been, and yet he's still trying to grab his sword to keep her engaged to protect his son.
テレシア、私と戦え。私を、俺を見ろ。
Yet more evidence of what I just wrote, with some banging good voice acting to boot.
俺を見ろ、テレシア。
そこまでだ。
Before I even know what's happened, it's getting an "oh my goodness me, that was close" related win. But I dare say it's maybe Reinhard having wrapped his own battle now.
ラインハルト。
That's exactly who it is, baby!
ラインハルト。
死者は動かない。死者にその先はない。僕はその不条理を許さない。
Reinhard proved how strong he is here, to be unshaken by the sight. I presume Wilhelm also felt he shouldn't have to be the one to put her corpse down too, but I'm proud of him either way as the city shakes by the drawing of the sword. That was so sick! Get out of here!
殺さないでくれ。それは俺のテレシアなんだ。
Jesus, I'm not exactly sure now what his goal was when he took on the mission. I thought he wanted to put her down for good. The humiliation visited upon his late wife. Now, I'm not too sure.
ここにいるのはただの偽物だ。
Likely the easiest max of the entire season for me. The excellence of the city in the background, perfectly rotated in line with her movements, the sword slowly moving towards his neck, even moving the clothing itself, and then him launching a terrifying counter to that attack. My god, that was incredible.
牽制の加護がこの身に宿ったのは私が12歳の頃だった。
So glad it's not over yet, as we're clearly going to learn a little more about her background. It's crazy to see it go down like this, just enjoying your day, and the next thing you know, you have that protection.
そうやって頑張る兄さんが私は大好きだった。
Her sadness being largely aimed towards her older brother not being the chosen one for this path makes this so much more sad.
王国最大にして最悪の内戦アジン戦争の時
Learning more about this event, which I do believe was also displayed very briefly in season 1.
わかるよ。だってお前は虫も殺せないような優しい子だったから。お前が嫌だって怖いって思うんなら俺が守ってやる。
It's insanely sweet that he clearly didn't resent her at all for being the chosen one over himself.
お前が戦う必要なんてどこにもないんだよ。
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
Man, oh man, it's legit heartbreaking that she's crying because she's so scared to fight and has to rely on him.
そして兄さんは私の代わりに先陣を切り死んだ。
Oh, that's so sad after the prior scene of him caring for her.
剣を持ちなさい、テレシア。
That's such a gorgeous contrast between the world she's found herself forced into and all of the tears and bloodshed along with it, and her simple love for the flower and beauty in this world I mentioned earlier.
剣を
剣を持ち
持ちなさい。
なさいテレシア。私が剣を持たなきゃ。
The first time she actually told herself this. There's that contrast once again, beauty and peace obtained through strength of arms. Usually I don't give flashbacks a win because they got them back when I covered them, but this is so fitting for the episode. Plus it's a nice reminder given I haven't seen season 1 in a few years again now.
それからはずっと幸せで。
And here are the scenes I was really hoping for. Genuinely so happy to see them. Oh, and I forgot earlier on, so have a win for there not being an OP this episode. Such a good job of aging them both too, especially Wilhelm.
Theresia.
Oh, that's weird. I thought they had a sword fight as he tried to stop her from leaving or something. Take a very confused win.
これであなたは私を追ってこれない。それをしたら傷が塞がらないんだから。
Ah, I see. She did it to protect him ultimately by using a divine protection of hers on him that renders him liable to bleed out should he follow her into this maybe suicidal battle against the white whale.
愛してるわ、ビルヘルム。それでいいの。その答えは次に。
次?
This makes his moment after the battle in Season 1 that much more poignant when he says it after dealing the final blow. Even if it ends up being very short, this might sound weird. I'm feeling honoured right now to have lived 10 years to witness this, which I heard about and often thought about 10 years ago when I first saw Season 1. Seeing the moment her divine protection went to Reinhard right before the battle proper.
縛られなくてもいいの。願わくば剣以外にも出会いがある人生を私のように。
It's awesome to know that in her final moments she didn't hesitate to engage the enemy here. Also though, Kia from the Trails games.
情けない顔。
テレシア。私は
Really blindsided me with these two getting this moment in the story. A moment I truly never thought would be able to take place.
20年不安にさせたかもしれん。だが私は
It crushes me that he was holding on to such pain all these years, thinking his struggle to tell her how he really felt meant he let her down or hurt her, and the voice actor did such a good job with it that it's Max.
バカな人。気づいてなかったの？あなたはずっと言ってくれていたわ。あなたの目が、あなたの声が、あなたの行いがずっと。
This too can have Max for being beautifully written. Her telling him that even if he didn't say it with his words, his eyes told the story, his actions and everything else spoke the words to her. And then the final Max wins for getting something I never expected they would get. Them both being able to say this to one another at the same time. And one more time. Her parting internal words here at the end make up half the win. The other half being how great of an ending it made for. But yeah, her saying she led a happy life was wonderful to hear. It all was. I see him witnessing that same lovely scene just now that we did hasn't made him any less of an asshole, but glad to see Reinhard not taking the bait. Proud of him.
副団長、何度おっしゃられても意味がわかりません。勘違いです。
It's brilliant to me that he's not even remotely entertaining the idea, and in fairness, he's right. That 20-something-year-old thing he cut down wasn't really her, obviously not. Just at the end, it's like her soul existed for a moment.
それでいいのかよ。こいつはやめろ。やめろ。ハインケル。やめろ。
Wilhelm has clearly now crossed a bridge he'd been struggling to cross all these years since her death. He's moved on. He's closed that wound and now he's saying, just stop. It's over now. Stop.
どうか、剣聖ラインハルト殿。
I'm not entirely sure how I feel about Wilhelm's parting words to his grandson, but at the very least he admitted he was wrong, and further, sent him on to fight elsewhere as he's badly needed right now. It's a powerful thing, really. Everyone else has managed to painfully move on in one way or another from this nightmare, but he's still utterly unable to do so.
相手はたった一人のガキだ。囲んでしたの。逃がしたんじゃない。
It's cool right from the get-go of the episode to witness these mercs actually doing a fairly good job of fighting him rather than just being straight up cannon fodder. I'm guessing Donna is either a helpful lady living in the ground or a type of earth magic, and I'm inclined to go for the latter.
精霊騎士ユリウス・ユークリウス、油断はしない。あるクラウセリア。
I'm fairly sure we didn't get this exact sight the last time we saw them about to fight, but either way, take a win, I don't care. Damn! So that's how the end of that scene went, and why he was so confident. He's strong, or at least quick.
グダグダうるさいんやボケ。
Ever a favourite of mine, them attacking whilst the enemy speaks. Oh my word, my guy is getting hurt seriously badly, and even he is being pushed back, seemingly with ease. This might be the toughest fight for any of them in the end. Him finally landing a solid hit there, baby. So it seems like he knows things about them. Well, to be fair, that's seemingly been the case with all of their fights so far, that the enemy knows things they shouldn't. Literally just for the extra frames involved in that animation. I cannot tell you how happy I am that he's still very much in the fight. At first I figured it was more nonsense from the freaks, but now I'm really not at all sure. Seeing him trying to repress whatever it is that's happening to him, so much so that he bites his lip hard, is crazy as he goes on to a beautiful looking and quick attack here. Such a good cut right there, as no doubt our side potentially takes a heavy loss as Al continues on with his own brave attack. Nice touch showing all of her blood everywhere, and thus how often he's cut or taken her down thus far. Animation great, but grossness off the charts. I am so curious at who keeps on triggering these traps whenever they tap their heel, because this marks the, I believe, third time it's happened now, but great voice acting from her as an actual trap triggers.
魔法?
戦えないってお話だったのに人が悪いよね。ちょっと何?
Oh snap! What's this now? For context, it was mentioned in passing that she blew Lust's face off with magic and then this happened. What a sudden twist!
分かったから危ねえ真似すんな。
なんだ、殺し合いに発展したりしねえんですか?
Bruh, that twist of the camera was a work of magic to set the scene that he moved in response to the threat as she came back out. Easily the best looking scene animation-wise of her reforming back together in the entire third season.
こんな残酷なことが。死体で遊ぶななんて教わってねえからですかね。
The author legit gave them some great replies to these kinds of statements. Actual evil-sounding things.
剣聖として務めを果たす。
By the way, friggin' Reinhard might legit end up becoming the MVP of this arc, even over Boobaroo himself, because he keeps inserting himself now into new fights and saving the bloody day. I love it.
あの人は誰ですか？誰なんですか？
わからない。見たこともない顔だ。見たこともない。
Seeing in real time people forgetting the poor guy who just got taken out on the ground by gluttony.
故郷の浄化もあと一歩ってとこなのに、そんな言い方されたら傷ついちまうだろ。
And then this other element clearly to how it works, which makes me think I now understand what happened with Julius earlier too. That he'd eaten one of his family members perhaps? One he forgot existed as a result? Oh no! It's not that young lad who was with them at the start of the season, is it? The one raging about how great his older brother was? Fuck me!
はいはいはい、そうですよね。別に僕そんな皆さんと親しくないですし、重要人物ってわけでもないですもんね。やったー、チキショー。
For clarity, he's onto something. Tells them, no one say my name. And then as it turns out, no one knew his name. The best part is the half celebration, half being angry. Said it before and I gotta say it one more time, these mercs actually being good at their job was great to see.
わあ、すごいじゃん。
Oh hell yes, check out my boy Otto pulling that off like it's no big deal. Happy for him.
ああ、まったくひどいな。僕たちの一丁羅が台無しじゃないか。
I knew it wouldn't be that easy, but for it to have done seemingly no damage at all is definitely a plot twist win for me.
いただきます。
Another ending that isn't actually an ending, but it scores an ending win as the episode's title comes up for being such a good ending. Lots of endings in that sentence. Also, take one more for going without an ED this episode.
まだ全員テーブルについてないのに食事を始めるなんて礼儀知らずなやつなのよ。
And that scores a GLPT or God level plot twist for her returning to the battle after so long and at such an important time before he nearly got his ickle tingies chomped on. That entrance and music being so good.
英雄となる我が最愛の夏木スバルの改造人レムだったかな。
A sickening scene, really, even though we knew he was the one. To hear that come out of his mouth is awful.
ここで僕たちだけで仕留めましょう。
To know that they're planning on fighting and taking him down so Subaru doesn't have to come across him fills me with a wholesome warmth because of how much he means to them. I'm in love with the sound effects though.
ムラク
There's something so genuinely scary about him trying to kill Otto suddenly in this situation.
アルミーニャ嘘なのよ。
Was a tad too long to show, but Otto said, I can see why you're Subaru's spirit, and she said I take that as a compliment, and then immediately does this. A very Subaru type thing to do. Credit to the big guy, started off as scum, and yet is now saving their lives by doing this.
ウルミーニャ
Okay, and this time, those amazing sound effects, mixed with the equally amazing looking animation as it zooms out on her, gets max. It's so thrilling and exciting watching her blasting through big spells one at a time to try and stop him. Felt is back with the meteor and gave him a huge knock to the noggin.
いただきます。
That was insanely well done. Cutting the music, he seems to have won, then nothing happens. He stumbles back. And then you see how badly hurt he is from that shot. Let's go! Okay, I've got a max here and then a single. The max is, of course, for seeing it in all its glory. This weird, amazing meteor being used that blasted him and everything involved. Goodness me! And the single is because I forgot, no OP, so extra anime for us. And because I'm liable to forget at the end, there's no ED either. Let's go!
なんつう威力だ。お母様。
There's always so many mysteries. What did she mean by that? Is this meteor something to do with whoever created her in the first place, thus her mother? Let me in on the lore! Can you not? Can you give me 5 minutes of joy? Suddenly he does this. He's got a weird shape in front of him. I can't with this anime, man.
ほんと出来の悪い兄を持つと妹ってのは苦労させられるんだからさ。
As a new character appears, I can't even show what happened to Otto's shins. Ugh.
魔女教滞在司教暴食担当ルイヤルネブ
Chika Fujiwara from Love is War.
賢いって悲しいね。でもよくできました。
That was a stupidly tense moment, with them knowing full well that should they continue the fight, they will most definitely lose, but also letting such an enemy get away.
プリステラ市民の皆さん、司法の制御塔を奪還し、都市を脅かしていた卑劣な魔女教は全て撃退されました。
Such straight up wonderful news to hear after so much fighting this second half of the season. I'm so happy. Love the static artwork done on that wrecked building. Oddly reminds me of the futuristic hubs you visit in the future in Chrono Trigger.
二人とも待ちくたびれたのよ。
That wholesome as all heck reaction to seeing her up and about.
全員ちゃんと戻っとるよ。欠員なし。うちらの勝ちや。
The bestest news after the nightmare we all just went through together, and that includes you and me.
おお、ガフいた。どんどこ
てめえ人の上ではしゃいでんじゃ。
Legit, so damn happy to see Mimi back up and about after being so badly hurt earlier on in this funny little moment.
怪我人らしくしてほしいですね。
なんだ、いたのかよ、オット。
最初からいましたけど、白々しい。
Otto actually makes for an hilarious straight man when it comes to comedy.
来てくれたんですね、あなた。わざわざごめんね、ありがとう。
Now this was unexpected and an insanely awesome result.
私が愛しているのはあなただけ。あなた一人だけなんです。嫉妬の魔女なんて私にとってはどうでもいい。
Talking about things I didn't expect, this is on the list too. In fact, it nicely plays with an earlier win where I said Regulus was off doing his own thing and there was infighting. Same for her, I guess. That was a most lovely hit from Emilia Tan, but also I like to think it was tinged with jealousy. Let's go.
やめろ。何のつもりだ。やめろって言ってんだろ。
No word of a lie, that was fucking weird to hear, man. Like, it made me feel uncomfortable, and not in a bad singing sense, in a this is making me feel weird sense.
あなたの中からあの人を引きずり出す。あの人の目覚めを一番そばで見届ける。移植化も悪時期も飽食さえもあなたを奪おうとするでしょう。
So many fantastic little plot twists being added in the final minutes of this A-tier third season.
ある？スバルに伝言伝えてくれてありがとね。
ああ。ジョーちゃんも無事でよかったな。
I think in the future there may indeed be tensions between these different groups as there has been in the past, but for now this was really sweet to see and I'm really glad he survived too.
この魔晶石、どうやってこれを。
わからないかしら。そしてそれは聞くなと当人に言われているのよ。
Literally another mystery right near the end. Where he got it from, why he told her not to ask about it, and more.
そのための方法を探す時間なら作れると思うの。氷の中で眠らせて。
そうか、コールドスリープ。
For context, she's talking about the victims of lust, and the win is for Emilia being so gosh darn wholesome here. 3 singles here. 1 is I did say I wasn't ever going to stop winning her songs. 2, I loved seeing the city view in the background of this ruined building. And 3, seeing that horrible freak's wives now free and hopefully on the road to happiness in a future where he's now gone, and Mimi's family, Garth, and everyone else filled me with warmth.
この度は都市の防衛のために尽力していただき、本当に感謝の念に堪えません。
This also made me feel very happy after their initial terrible first introduction to one another. Emilia having achieved her goal of freezing them all to hopefully one day return them to being humans again. And the look of a proud woman who maybe did acknowledge a rival there, or perhaps is just glad that the right thing was done. Getting to see how everyone else is getting on, and even more importantly perhaps, the initial stages of repairing and rebuilding.
僕も君の友人の力になれたのなら光栄だ。
Reinhard really is like the most wholesome dude of all time. It's so lovely that they think of each other as real friends.
ご清聴ありがとうございます
She can have one more for that. The city shot from the start, now with the wrecked buildings having been added. Glad that these two little kids, who went through so much horror, ended up being okay in the end.
ちょっとドジってもうた。
そうか。
けど腕一本で済んだんは奇跡みたいなもんや。
It's such a shame that he got so badly hurt, but I'm really happy that he's still alive after all of this.
スバル、君は私のことが。
どうしたのスバル取り込み中
Even with the light and lovely final song playing, this shadow of the building and his sunken words prove that not everything ended so great this season.
ユリウスさんってスバルの知り合いの人
Massive win right there. I did not expect that. So Gluttony got away with yet another person. That is insane. And one more for it making for such a great ending too. You can kind of take that as a max if you like, because it basically was. That'll do it for the third season. I hope you all very much enjoyed. My Patreon supporter of the week is Cybran. So good they named him twice. And it's thanks to people like Cybran that I can keep making this series and others. So be like Cybran and join the Patreon army over on patreon.com/TheHonestGamer. Link at the top of the description. Be sure to share, subscribe, ring that bell, and I'll see you next time. Z, Mine1435, No Power, Starstad, Hugo1, Travis Schumacher, Casey Jeffery-Greer, Daniel Jensen, Parenti, Rash Dolphin, yeah, I know, Lucas Frontier, Lelucia Denier, that one weird guy, Athul Krishna, Cody Tiffany, Zay2K, Kalimato 3000, Capitain Otaku, Eshu, Govu9594, Gerlag, LTX Hornet 21, Nathan, Trills reference detected, Sir Sleepyhead, Adarryl Harper, Chris712A, Marcel29, Fish0706, Wolfdog, Sean Graves, Kidbread, Atrachius, Guru Thor, Joe, Lee Maths, JHL10, Ninny, Aussie Gaming 94, Roy the Best Boy, Juice, William Peterson, Mary, Chrono, The Swedish Muggle, Marcellus the Roman, Lily, Nexus47, AdmiralNugget, Michael Tomlin, James Johnson, Awaki, Timothy Wilcox, Tomo Sandy, Henrik Jensen, Rolltide Wes, Detective Games, Aronesia Svaltos, David Ferrix, Olive Wharf, Furious Mo, Mollen Endris, Salt Lover, Jokerims, Dravona, Rimuru, Gamer Ludwig, Mushwin, Shadow Cleanser, Don, Sean Gray, Logan, Adam Maths, Robert Jackson, Sakomi Aurorum, Thembo, Starkip, Anthony, Miran Adran, Cody Niemeyer, Cosmonito 140, Cheese, Cheshire Wolf, Vinicius Lionel, Snowy, Rishin Marco, Austin Manning, Sarcastic Truth, Hitter the Wicked, Owen Halloran, Extinct Hero, Alexander Schwarz, Dante Sol, Flaming Yan, Rodies, Dragon Boy 1, Display 7, Dark Raisin, Spud Delta, Revenge Isn't There, Gaster 1294, Jason Jepson, Eso, Modavirum, Knuckle Duster, Otar A. Bodanisi, Matthew Burr, Ruby Rose, Ghost Rider 176, Silver Cards, Cloud Garden, Whale, Luis Minito, Minimasher, Garrett Vermeesh, Ryan DeViris, AJokerXD, Laxor, TRS, Liam Gagati, Kai158, Mr. Firecool, Wacky Normal, Lionel Schultz, Kevin Elston, Nozomi, Marvin, The Nana Moment, Satai Koyari, Bappo, Devicao, Christopher Willis, Laxus, Michael Lewis, SK Baby, Cecilia, Nick Wyndham, Guru, Kevin 102, Sean, Kelnock, Marquez, Gabe, 420 Blazington 425, Brainless Ben, Oliver Smiley Reacts, Your Edvinson, Capan, Kyle Jones, Peter Milligan, John, Lorena Frazier, Orkeeper, Jason Davies, Nightly Winter, Oscar I. Lopez, Jaffa6263, Storm 970, Alex P, Isel Caldera, Kevin Nauta, Steelers, Crimson Shadows, Ali 50, Birdwithoutaword, 1928, Headshot Hunter, Brandon Creyer.